Did you know that every year, more than 9 million people die from cancer worldwide? That's a scary statistic. Cancer is a disease that occurs when abnormal cells grow and spread uncontrollably, damaging healthy tissues and organs. There are many factors that can cause cancer, such as genetics, lifestyle, infections, and environmental exposures. But what if I told you that there are some hidden dangers in your house? Yes, you heard me right. Some of the items that you use every day could be increasing your risk of developing cancer right now. In this video, we will reveal 10 common household items that cause cancer and how you can avoid them or replace them with safer alternatives. You'll be surprised by some of the items on the list. So, without further ado, let's get started. Number 1. Nonstick cookware. Nonstick cookware may seem like a convenient and easy way to cook your food, but did you know that it could also be severely harming your health? Nonstick cookware is coated with a chemical called polytetrafluoroethylene, which is also known as Teflon. When you heat up your nonstick pan, the polytetrafluoroethylene releases another chemical called perfluorooctanoic acid, which is a known carcinogen. Perfluorooctanoic acid can cause various types of cancer, such as kidney, liver, testicular, and pancreatic cancer. It can also affect your immune system, thyroid function, and fertility. And the worst part is, perfluorooctanoic acid can stay in your body for years after exposure. How scary is that? So, how can you avoid this hidden danger in your kitchen? The best thing to do is to get rid of your nonstick cookware and replace it with safer alternatives, such as stainless steel, cast iron, or ceramic cookware. These options do not release any harmful chemicals when heated. And if you really have to use non-stick cookware, make sure you don't overheat it, scratch it, or use metal utensils on it. That way, you can minimize the amount of perfluorooctanoic acid that you inhale or ingest. Number 2. Air fresheners. Do you love the smell of fresh flowers, citrus fruits, or vanilla in your home? If you do, you might want to think twice before spraying them again. Air fresheners may seem harmless, but they are actually one of the most common household items that cause cancer. Air fresheners contain chemicals called volatile organic compounds, such as formaldehyde, benzene, and toluene. These volatile organic compounds are gases that can damage your liver, kidneys, and nervous system. But that's not all. Volatile organic compounds can also react with other substances in the air, such as ozone, and form secondary pollutants, such as acetaldehyde and 1,4-dioxane. These secondary pollutants are known carcinogens, which means they can cause cancer in humans and animals. And the worst part is, you may not even notice them because they are odorless and colorless. Instead of using synthetic air fresheners, try natural ways to make your home smell good, such as opening the windows, using essential oils and air purifiers to remove the pollutants and odors from the air. Number 3. Artificial sweeteners. Artificial sweeteners such as aspartame, sucralose, saccharin, and cyclamate are synthetic chemicals that mimic the taste of sugar. They are commonly found in diet sodas, sugar-free candies, chewing gums, and low-calorie foods. However, these sweeteners are not as innocent as they seem. Several studies have shown that artificial sweeteners can cause various types of cancer, such as bladder, brain, breast, and leukemia. That's because some artificial sweeteners can break down into harmful substances, such as formaldehyde and nitrosamines, which can damage your DNA and cause mutations. Other artificial sweeteners can interfere with your hormones, such as insulin and estrogen, which can affect your metabolism and cell growth. All of these factors can contribute to the development of cancer. So, the best thing to do here is to limit your intake of artificial sweeteners and choosing natural alternatives, such as honey, maple syrup, stevia, or fruit juice. These options are not only healthier, but also tastier. Number 4. Antibacterial soap. You probably use antibacterial soap every day, thinking that it will keep you and your family safe from germs and diseases. But according to some studies, antibacterial soap can actually cause cancer. It sounds shocking, but it's true. Antibacterial soap contains a chemical called triclosan, which is supposed to kill bacteria and fungi on your skin. However, this chemical also has some nasty side effects. For one thing, it can disrupt your hormones, especially your thyroid and estrogen. And you know what? Thyroid hormones are essential for regulating your metabolism, growth, and development. So messing with them triggers the growth of abnormal cells, which can turn into tumors. So, what can you do to avoid these risks? Well, the simplest solution is to stop using antibacterial soap and switch to regular soap and water. According to the FDA, regular soap and water are just as effective as antibacterial soap in removing germs and preventing infections. Before we continue, if you have been enjoying the video so far, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss more videos like this. Number 5. Scented candles. Scented candles are made of paraffin wax, which is derived from petroleum. When you light a candle, the paraffin wax releases some chemicals into the air, such as benzene and toluene. These chemicals are known as volatile organic compounds, and they can damage your DNA and increase your risk of developing leukemia, lymphoma, and other cancers. Although some studies have found that the levels of volatile organic compounds released from scented candles are very low and not likely to cause health problems. Other studies have suggested that frequent and prolonged use of some scented candles may increase cancer risk, especially for people who are already vulnerable, such as children, elderly, and those with respiratory or immune disorders. So try to choose candles made of natural materials, such as beeswax, soy, or vegetable wax, and cotton wicks. You also need to trim the wick to 1/8 of an inch before lighting the candle. This will reduce the amount of smoke and soot. And finally, burn the candle in a well-ventilated area and avoid inhaling the smoke directly. Number 6. Cleaning products. Cleaning products are supposed to keep your home sparkling and germ-free, right? Well, not exactly. Many cleaning products contain formaldehyde, which is a preservative and disinfectant that is found in furniture polish, toilet bowl cleaners, and hair products. Studies have shown that formaldehyde can cause leukemia and nasal cancer. Other than formaldehyde, ammonia, which is used to clean glass, mirrors, and ovens, can also irritate your eyes, skin, and respiratory tract and increase the risk of kidney and liver cancer. These are just 2 examples of the many cancer-causing chemicals that could be lurking in your cleaning products. There are many more, such as benzene, chlorine, and triclosan. The best way to avoid these chemicals is to use natural or homemade alternatives, such as vinegar, baking soda, lemon juice, and essential oils. These are safer, cheaper, and better for the environment. Number 7. Toothpaste. Did you know that the toothpaste you use every day could also contain triclosan, the harmful chemical we talked about in antibacterial soaps? Triclosan is an antibacterial agent that is added to many personal care products, such as soap, deodorant, and mouthwash. It is supposed to kill germs and prevent infections, but other than disrupting hormones, it also kills the good bacteria that protect our bodies. Some of these bacteria produce enzymes that react with triclosan and turn it into a toxic compound that can damage your colon cells and cause inflammation. Inflammation in the colon can lead to colitis, which is a condition that causes abdominal pain, diarrhea, and bleeding. Colitis can also increase the risk of colon cancer, which is one of the most common and deadly types of cancer in the world. So how does triclosan get into our bodies? Well, when we brush our teeth, we swallow a small amount of toothpaste. This means that we are ingesting triclosan every day, even if we spit out most of it. So, what can you do to protect yourself from triclosan? Well, one option is to switch to a toothpaste that does not contain triclosan. You can check the label of your toothpaste and look for the word triclosan or its chemical name 5-chloro-2,2,4-dichlorophenoxyphenol. If you see it, you may want to avoid it. Number 8. Microwave popcorn. Who doesn't love a bowl of warm and buttery popcorn while watching a movie? But it's not the popcorn itself that is the problem, but the chemicals that are used in the packaging and the flavoring. Perfluorinated compounds are used to prevent oil from leaking through the popcorn bags, but they break down into a harmful substance called perfluorooctanoic acid when heated. Perfluorooctanoic acid can get into the popcorn and into your bloodstream, where it can stay for a long time. Perfluorooctanoic acid is a possible carcinogen that has been associated with kidney cancer, testicular cancer, thyroid cancer, and other types of cancer. Diacetyl, on the other hand, is a chemical that gives microwave popcorn its buttery flavor, but it can also damage your lungs if you inhale it. Diacetyl can cause inflammation and scarring of the air sacs and airways in your lungs, leading to a condition called popcorn lung. So always check the labels and avoid products that contain artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. You can also make your own popcorn at home, which is much healthier. Number 9. Pesticides. Pesticides are substances that kill or repel pests, such as insects, fungi, rodents, or plants. Some of them are natural, such as pyrethrin, which is derived from chrysanthemum flowers, but most of them are synthetic, such as glyphosate, which is the main ingredient in Roundup. Pesticides work by interfering with the biological processes of the pests, such as their nervous system, metabolism, growth, or reproduction. However, some of these processes are also shared by humans and other animals, which means that pesticides can affect us too. Studies have shown that exposure to pesticides can increase the risk of various types of cancer, such as leukemia, lymphoma, brain, breast, prostate, lung, and skin cancer. So always wash fruits and vegetables before eating them to remove any possible residues of pesticides, and use protective equipment such as gloves, masks, and goggles when handling or applying pesticides. And when you finish, wash your hands and clothes and shower as soon as possible. Number 10. Mothballs. Do you have any old clothes or books that you store in your closet or attic? If so, chances are you use mothballs to keep them from being eaten by moths. Mothballs contain two chemicals called naphthalene and para-dichlorobenzene, or PDCB for short. These chemicals can block a process called apoptosis, which is the normal way that cells die when they are damaged or old. Apoptosis is like a brake that prevents cells from growing out of control and forming tumors. So when you inhale or touch mothballs, you are exposing yourself to these chemicals that can interfere with apoptosis. This means that some cells that should die may survive and multiply, leading to cancer. So the next time you want to store your clothes, think twice before using mothballs. There are safer alternatives such as cedar chips, lavender sachets, or vacuum bags. Or you can just wash your clothes regularly and keep them in a dry place. So these were the 10 common household items that cause cancer. Now, before you panic and throw away everything in your house, remember that these items are not guaranteed to give you cancer. They only increase your risk, depending on how much and how often you are exposed to them. The best thing you can do is to avoid or limit your contact with these items and replace them with safer alternatives whenever possible. Now, we want to hear from you. Do you use some of these items? Did you know they were bad for you before watching the video? Share with us your experiences and opinions in the comments below. We love to hear them. Thanks for watching.